What if I told you that the same neural pathways that create your deepest fears could be rewired in just 60 seconds to become your greatest source of inner strength? Right now, as you're watching this video, ancient Zen masters and modern neuroscientists are nodding in agreement about something that could completely transform how you experience stress and anxiety. I'm about to share with you 3 powerful techniques that blend 2,500-year-old Buddhist wisdom with cutting-edge brain science. But here's the catch. The most transformative technique comes at the very end of this video, and it's so simple that most people dismiss it before trying it. So please stay with me until the final moment, because by the time you finish watching, you'll have a complete toolkit that can shift your relationship with fear from victim to victor in less than 2 minutes. Trust me, your future self will thank you for these next few minutes.
Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we've got a fascinating showdown between 2 giants of thought, each offering a totally different key to unlocking your potential. We're talking science versus philosophy, control versus, well, letting go.
And that really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? It's a question we all wrestle with. Should you be the master architect of your life, carefully designing your reality? Or is the real secret to just surrender, to let go and ride the wave of life wherever it takes you? So in one corner, we have Dr. Joe Dispenza. He's the neuroscientist, our challenger, bringing data and brain scans to the fight. And in the other corner, Alan Watts, the philosopher, who counters with ancient wisdom and a completely different way of seeing the world. 2 brilliant minds, 2 wildly different paths.
Okay, let's dive in with Dr. Joe Dispenza. His whole deal is that you are not just a victim of your circumstances, not at all. He believes you can become the conscious creator of your life, and he argues that modern science is finally catching up to prove it.
The science behind Dispenza's work really hinges on this one incredible concept, neuroplasticity. And this isn't some self-help buzzword. It's the very real, scientifically proven fact that your brain can physically change itself. Your thoughts and feelings aren't just fleeting things. They are actively building and reinforcing neural pathways. You're literally sculpting your brain with your mind.
This quote says it all, really. It's his mantra. The idea is that if you consciously and repeatedly focus on a new way of thinking, you are using neuroplasticity to install new hardware in your brain. And over time, that new hardware runs a new program, which leads to a new life. It's a formula.
So how do you actually do it? Well, Dispenza lays out a practical meditation method. It starts with slowing your breath. Then you elevate your emotional state by focusing on something like gratitude or joy. He calls this creating heart-brain coherence, which is just a scientific way of saying your body and mind are perfectly in sync. And from that powerful state, you visualize your goal, teaching your body what your future will feel like before it even happens. All right, now let's hit the brakes and do a complete 180. We're stepping away from the lab and into the mind of Alan Watts, a philosopher who would probably have a good laugh at the idea of trying to reprogram reality. This quote captures his philosophy perfectly. See, for Watts, life isn't some project to be managed or a problem to be solved. No, it's a messy, beautiful, chaotic dance. And the only way to find your footing is to stop resisting and just jump in.
Now, this is the idea that changes everything. It's the concept of non-duality. Watts would say that you're not some separate little person who is dropped into the universe. You are the universe experiencing itself. So from that point of view, trying to control reality is, well, it's like a wave in the ocean trying to command the tides. It's already part of the whole thing.
So how do you live this way? Well, it's not a strict protocol. It's more of an anti-protocol. It's about presence without an agenda. You just sit, you notice things, you watch your own thoughts float by like clouds in the sky without judging them or grabbing onto them. The point isn't to achieve anything. The point is to simply be here and savor this very moment in all its messy glory. So you've got Dispenza telling us how to meticulously build our dream house, and you've got Watts telling us to go dance in the rain. It seems like a total contradiction, right? Structure versus surrender. But what happens when we put them side by side? You might be surprised.
I mean, look at this. It lays it all out. Dispenza is all about a focused goal, to shape reality. His method is active, it's about intention. The keywords are control and rewire. Watts is the opposite. The goal is to flow with reality. The method is passive presence. The keywords, surrender and embrace. It's the ultimate showdown between doing and being.
But here's the punchline. This is what's so fascinating. For all their differences, they're both pointing in the same direction. Whether you're using focused meditation to rewire your brain, or you're using mindful awareness to realize you're part of the cosmic dance, both paths are designed to take you to the exact same place, a higher, deeper state of consciousness.
So what do you do with all this, right? Which path is right? Well, maybe you don't have to choose. Let's turn this whole debate from theory into practice. We can actually make this a little personal experiment.
So try this. Just 5 minutes. For the first 3, go with Dispenza. Sit down, breathe, and really feel gratitude. Generate that elevated emotion. Then, for the last 2 minutes, just drop it all. Switch to Watts. Let go of the goal, let go of the feeling, and just notice. Notice your breath. Notice the sounds around you. See what happens. See what feels right.
And that brings us right back to the beginning. Which is it for you? Are you here to be the builder, the architect of your reality? Or are you here to be the dancer, moving in harmony with whatever comes your way? Maybe, just maybe, the real secret is learning when to build and when to dance. The experiment is yours to run.
As we reach the end of our journey together, I want you to pause and reflect on something profound. Which of these 3 techniques resonated most deeply with your soul? Was it the 4-7-8 breathing that seemed to whisper ancient secrets to your nervous system? The body scan that helped you befriend the physical sensations you've been fighting? Or perhaps the loving kindness meditation that reminded you that fear, like all emotions, is simply energy seeking compassion? Here's an even deeper question. What would your life look like if, instead of running from fear, you learned to dance with it? What dreams have you put on hold because anxiety convinced you that you weren't ready, weren't worthy, or weren't strong enough? I genuinely want to hear from you in the comments below. Share your experience. Which technique are you going to try first? Have you already experimented with any of these approaches? What fears are you ready to transform into stepping stones toward your highest potential? Your story might be exactly what another soul needs to hear today to take their first brave step forward. If this video has planted even the smallest seed of hope or possibility in your heart, please hit that like button. It helps us reach others who are on this same journey of transformation. And if you're ready to dive deeper into this path of inner mastery, subscribe to the Zen Path channel and ring that notification bell, because we're building a community of warriors who choose growth over comfort, courage over convenience. Don't keep this wisdom to yourself. Share this video with someone you care about, that friend who's been struggling with anxiety, that family member who seems stuck in patterns of worry, or that colleague who could use a reminder of their inner strength. Sometimes the greatest gift we can give someone is showing them a doorway they didn't know existed. Speaking of doorways, I've placed 2 powerful videos on your screen right now that will deepen this journey even further. On the left, discover the ancient Japanese practice of forest bathing and how it scientifically reduces cortisol levels by up to 50%. On the right, learn the Tibetan technique of turning difficult emotions into pure wisdom energy. Choose the one that calls to your spirit and click now. Your path of transformation is just beginning. Remember this truth as you step back into your world. Fear is not your enemy. It's your teacher wearing a frightening mask. And you, beautiful soul, are not here to live small, to shrink, or to let anxiety write the story of your life. You are here to rise, to expand, and to discover that the very things that scare you most are often the gateways to your greatest growth. The ancient Zen saying reminds us, the obstacle is the path. Your fear isn't blocking your way. It is your way forward. Now go, breathe deeply, and step boldly into the magnificent life that's waiting for your courage.